All right, everyone. Hello, and welcome to a special episode of We Review She-Hulk. Yeah, that's your code. That's code for you guys. I'm Colby, joined here by Blake.
Me.
And Ashley.
Me.
Oh God, there is a volume difference. Okay.
Oh no.
And we separately, you two together. Watched She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. So
yeah, we as of this recording, She-Hulk wrapped up a couple days ago. But I'm excited to talk about the newest Marvel Disney Plus show.
All right, yeah. So we're just going to the format of this. We're just going to give one sentence to every episode that we've seen. Each, of course, and then we're gonna give our overall thoughts of the show, any details and whatnot. We've already talked about the show, like, in our own time.
Yeah.
So, we might brush past some certain details or whatever for the sake of not boring others.
I don't apologize.
In the case of me boring you, But let's get into it, right?
Hey, Colby, you go first. The first episode is A Normal Amount of Rage.
Okay, one sentence, right?
Yep.
All right. A horrible start to this show.
All right.
Blake, yeah.
No elaboration.
That's one sentence.
I know. I'm not saying elaborate. I'm saying no elaboration.
Elaborate.
You vile fiend. See, I like SpongeBob jokes. I enjoyed the introduction of She-Hulk, and I really like Mark Ruffalo.
It's semicolon, and to describe more.
Okay, Ashley?
I didn't mind this pilot episode, and I think that Jen's startup as a Hulk is very valid.
Okay. All right. Second episode.
What's it called?
Go on.
No, what's it called, man?
Oh, I thought you were going to announce them.
Tell me.
I thought you were going to do the names. Next, episode 2. There you go. Superhuman Law. Ashley, start.
Oh. Abomination is ugly, and it was a lot of fun.
Colby?
Okay. I like Abomination and don't remember this episode a lot. Blake?
I really enjoy Tim Roth as Abomination. He's very funny, and I, in fact, remember this episode. # Wong for life.
I guess, yeah, okay.
I think he's in this episode. Or is that... No, that's the next episode. I'm sorry.
He's in later one. No, he's in, like, the 4th episode a lot, but he is in the 3rd episode. Okay. Alright, 3rd episode
is The People
called...
versus Emil Blonsky.
Yes. I'll go first. No, Blake goes first. Blake, you go first.
I go first.
Yeah.
I enjoy that Wong is in every single thing ever, except when he was like, nah, I gotta protect the sanctum in Avengers.
All right. I'll go next.
Okay.
The twerking wasn't a big deal, as everyone said. Get over it.
It's not this episode. What?
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at the preview right now.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I see Meg Thee
IMDb won't lie about twerks. All right.
I didn't think that was the 3rd episode. Damn. Time flies. Okay, Ashley?
I thought the twerking was fun, and just remember, there's only one Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, the 4th episode. Is this not real magic? I'll go first.
Who?
I will go first.
Fine.
I think this is the second best episode of the season. That's all I'll say.
Oh, Ashley?
Definitely agree, and I definitely want to see more of Madison, and that's with 2 N's and a Y, but it's not where you think.
All right, Blake.
I remember that. I enjoyed the silly characters in this episode, and I feel bad for Wong because he was spoiled on The Sopranos. This is a spoiler review, by the way, if you didn't know.
Wow. Okay, yeah. We're only halfway through.
Yes.
All right. The
You'll
next
say it in the
episode
title.
is mean green and straight poured into those jeans. Wow, that was the name of that episode.
Yeah, she says that at one point.
Yes. Ashley first.
If I recall, this is the one where she tries dating on her apps.
Yeah, this is also the one with the whole like She-Hulk copyright trademark name.
Okay, so I adore Jamila Jamil as an actress. Titania herself is interesting, but it's cool seeing Jen date around, and I like the different perspectives of Jen dating and She-Hulk dating.
I liked your run-on sentence.
Okay.
Wow. Pretty grammar police over here. Holy
You
shit.
should end your sentences and prepositions. Think about that.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
It would be
It's a massacre.
Colby.
Okay. I agree with the statement of the dating portion. I like how this introduces the theme of She-Hulk and Jen being different but the same, like that conflict. I enjoy that.
My turn. I feel that Titania should have won the court case.
Wow, it would have ended that.
No
series.
elaboration. Not elaborating. Don't press me for it later either. Next episode is called Just Jen. Colby.
Just Jen.
The wedding.
Definitely the one of the weakest episodes. I struggle to say the weakest. Just inconsequential. Next. Blake.
The wedding episode was definitely a wedding episode that happened right after it showed the Daredevil mask, and I will never forgive it.
Okay.
Ashley?
This was for sure a filler episode. However, Jen's feelings about, feeling ordinary, and now that she has something extraordinary about her is kind of nice to see.
Yeah. Colby. The 7th episode. Do you know what the title is?
The Retreat. All right.
Go.
My sentence.
Go!
Oh, okay. The Retreat, I think, is my favorite episode, oddly enough, of this series. It took me for a loop, and I think it's a combination of both the support cast and the forefront of her conflict and coming to terms with it.
I'm gonna go next.
Do you have anything to say?
I have nothing to say about Kobe's run-on sentence, no.
This wasn't even a run-on sentence.
Okay, the retreat.
It's like
the
too many
retreat.
words. Too many words.
Semicolon. Alright. I enjoyed the wacky cast of characters in the retreat. Also, hashtag fuck Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Ashley.
Characters are cool, and Josh is a dick.
Wait, Josh was the boyfriend who stole her blood, right? Or is that Todd?
Yeah. No, it was Josh.
Who's Todd?
Todd like showed up in like 3 episodes. He originally showed up in the dating episode, like the speed dating or whatever. No, it wasn't speed dating.
And then it's also a son of a client.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Episode what?
Yeah. Episode
8. Ribbit and Rip It. Ribbit, yeah. Rip it and rip it. Let it rip.
You start since you're so enamored with this.
Okay. Episode 8 of She-Hulk is my favorite episode of not only She-Hulk, but of any Disney Plus Marvel show yet. Hashtag Matthew Murdock.
Ashley?
He couldn't handle that She-Hulk pussy.
That she-hussy.
Oh, God. Colby?
Daredevil never looked so good, except he didn't look very good, if that makes sense. His yellow outfit's dumb.
You don't like the ketchup and mustard look?
He looks awesome, like what he does. But I think his outfit is atrocious. It looks so bad. I think if they flipped the color scheme, it might have looked maybe a little better, but I don't know.
He's blind, so I forgive him.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't be mad.
Yeah,
all right,
he even says in the show, like, you're gonna blame him for dressing, even though he's blind?
He's being coy. He's being coy, that piece of work, that sexy piece of work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last episode. Whose show is this? Colby.
I like the direction they took it with. They really went hard with the fourth wall breaking. It was different, and it doesn't excuse some of its problems.
All right, Ashley.
It definitely was all over the place, but I respect its take that it didn't go the predictable route. And my favorite line is, "Jen, I'm here to help."
Okay. Blake?
I was not expecting the whole like super duper fourth wall extravaganza. And I really like what they did with it. So with that, that is our sentence-long opinions on the 9 episodes of She-Hulk. But let's dive in a little bit about our overall thoughts of this series. Colby, what do you think of the Shulk series?
The Shulk series, I think there was like a good writer on the team, overshadowed by like 3 mediocre writers. I think there's a lot of good to this show. I don't regret not watching it, but I'm going to struggle to remember most of it.
In fairness, you don't remember yesterday.
It's true, but this series just seems so, I don't know, like, I think the support cast was the weakest support cast I've ever seen in a Marvel show that I've watched.
Yeah.
Like, I think I was thinking about it today. I don't remember his name. Maybe you guys remember. It was the asshole. He's like part of the same lawyer firm. He's like a misogynist.
Dude, I couldn't tell you his name, but I know who you're talking about.
His name's like Dave or something. I don't. He's aside from maybe Darcy, he's the worst Marvel character I've ever had to experience.
He's pretty dreadful, yeah.
And it's, I could tell they were going for like oh man, he's just supposed to be so unlikable. But but you don't make a character purposefully unlikable without a redemption, or they're like a straight up just villain. Or when you make somebody really unlikable, you make them so unlikable that you enjoy watching them because you like to see characters play off of him. He was none of that. He was just unbearable. It was just weird. And he was like really dumb, like intelligence wise. I don't know what they were trying to go for with him. Kind of weird. I know I'm hanging on this guy a little too much right now, but it just really dawned on me.
Fortunately, he doesn't show up that much.
Yes, which is great. I think Jen is great.
I agree.
I liked her character a lot. I liked what's the actress's name? Hold on.
Tatiana Maslany, I believe.
Yes. Yep. That's it. She's great. I think she crushes it. She's really perky. She just has a really cool attitude. Once you told me that She-Hulk's whole thing is like the fourth wall breaking, that helped things click a little better for me in that regard.
She did it before Deadpool.
Plus, it's like, it didn't matter until the last episode, right? Like, it was all just like commentary, right? Which is fun. It's weirdly paced in the show, or not paced, but like, I don't know. It's like a lawyer show comedy thing, whatever, but she breaks the fourth wall. Kind of weird, but whatever, sure. I don't know. So somebody else talk a little bit.
All right, Ashley, you talk. What are your overall thoughts of the Shulk series?
All right. Well, I've heard various opinions on the show from a lot of different people, online and in person. I feel like a lot of people are expecting this show to be like the other MCU shows, whereas, there's a clear plot, storyline, villain, etc. And I don't think that the show is really ever about that. I think that this show at its core was mostly Jen Walters trying to find her balance between being a Hulk now and mostly incorporating that into her professional life as an attorney. And that's mostly what we got, because from the start, sure, we got Titania thrown in the middle, and Intelligentsia and Hulk King thrown in, but it was still about her just trying to find like a balance. Like, she didn't want to be Hulk. She just wanted to be a lawyer. So I thought that was cool. I appreciated the show for what it was. I love that they roasted all those men in the finale. That was a lot of fun, especially since those are like the comments and the type of people that make comments about like how much they hate the show and how she's shouldn't be this powerful, or she shouldn't have this much control. Like, I honestly feel like this show is not for those people that think that way, or those, I'll just say it, like those men that think that way, because this show is, obviously it can be for everyone for sure, but it's targeted for like, maybe like young women. So that's who the show is for. That's the demographic it's targeting, and I think it's a lot of fun. A lot of moments were for sure cliche, maybe corny, but honestly, like, when she's dating, or when she's, trying to figure out like her new wardrobe, and she has to, buy all these clothes because she has to shop in plus size, and now she has to go like get them custom made. Like, these things, shit's real and it happens. So I thought it was cool. I thought that was nice. I thought it was a lot of fun. I agree with you. Tatiana is really great. She did a really, really good job. I did think that Titania was kind of thrown into it a little bit, like out of nowhere, and I thought that was a little odd. I would have liked to see more of her, or at least some more purpose, I
agree with that.
I feel like it was a little bit filler. But yeah, I mean, at its core,
it would have been nice if she was in the climax a bit more.
Right. But yeah, the show was always about finding her balance between her two worlds, lawyer, a Hulk, and I thought it was fun.
All right, Blake, your overall thoughts?
Good thoughts, Ashley. Good thoughts for sure. So I've mentioned this before, on and off camera, but I'm not that hard to please in the Marvel department. You know, if something explodes, I'm usually like, that was awesome.
Oh wow, big boom.
Oh wee.
Oh wee.
We walked out of Thor: Love and Thunder, and you were like, "That was great."
Did I say great?
I mean, you might as
My
well.
favorite part of Eternals was when Icarus flew into the sun.
I mean, that was probably one of my favorite parts of that movie, just because it was
really
so
funny.
bad. Love and Thunder has a lot of problems. Overall, it was okay. Anyways, Shulk. So, I for one thought this was pretty good. Because I've seen a lot of people say like the show was made for like 30-year-old women, and maybe that's the case. But as a non-30-year-old woman, you know, I can attest that this was, in fact, in my opinion, a good show. You know, it had some funnies. It had some. It didn't really have a lot of action, but that's fine.
That's fine.
As it wasn't that type of show. It's from the start. It's like, yo, this is a comedic, quote unquote, you know, funny stuff, comedy subjective, but comedic lawyer related show with some Marvel shenanigans, and that's fine. But listen, none of that matters, because the man, the myth, the mustard, he's back. And a lot of people were like, why is he smiling? He needs to be angst. It's called character development. The last time we've seen him in universe was like 8 years ago. Alright? Because we're in like 2024 or some bullshit, and the last time we saw him was like 2018. I know that's like 6 years, but whatever. And spoilers, by the end of season 3 of Daredevil, he's kind of like over being like a miserable brat, you know? And he's like making jokes at the end. Like, okay, is he not allowed to like have a fucking like good time?
Oh, that's right.
No,
we wouldn't know
he's the
that he
devil.
finished it.
It's
yes.
true, but now I know, so I never have to.
Yeah, now you don't have to watch
I
it.
played the long con.
I mean, listen, that whole Daredevil episode is so great, and like,
it is.
and then She-Hulk's like, so like, who are you supposed to be? And then you hear the Daredevil theme song. He's like, I'm Daredevil.
I'm Batman.
Oh, dude, it's so good. And then
I like how he comes back. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I did not know or expect he was gonna be in the last episode too.
He met the parents.
Yeah, he met the parents. I was
Hulk.
expecting him just to make the joke, you know, you know, she's like, can you bring him back? And then Kevin,
a woman
like, no,
has her needs. A woman, you know.
Yeah, right.
You know,
she was like, I'm gonna fuck him. Like,
yeah, dude.
Get it?
Yeah.
Get it? Yeah.
They have great chemistry, by the way. Charlie Cox and She-Hulk actress.
Tatiana.
I don't know how to say her name. I have no English abilities.
Very good.
But yeah, that like the whole like Daredevil episode even like brought this show up. Like, I thought it was a good show, but now I think it's a great show. Just for the soul of that episode, and like them together was like it's so good. I don't know. It was just really good. And like seeing my boy thrive with his like CGI like flips. I'm like, yeah. If you had a budget on the Netflix show, you'd be doing that too, brother.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. I think the CG in this show wasn't the best. It was definitely a show budget, right? You know?
Yeah.
Like, She-Hulk didn't look great. She looked good, but she didn't look great.
I think sometimes she looked good, and other times she didn't.
Yes.
Like, I think when she was like fighting, she looked good.
They were upfront about it. I mean, Kevin, mentioned that.
That was funny. That whole last bit with Kevin was pretty funny. I wasn't expecting that.
And then she was like, "What about the X-Men?" Thumbs up, you know. I was like, "What about X-Men?"
That stuff gets me like. I go back and forth on. It's the same thing when she made like the whole like wand joke. Like it's basically makes us Twitter proof.
Yeah.
That type of like self-awareness, I'm a little like, okay, all right. It's like, oh, it doesn't ruin it for me, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let that, but I'm just like, okay, it doesn't really make me laugh, I guess. I don't know. I think if I was in a theater, I would have enjoyed it more, because then everybody would have laughed. I would have been with the crowd. I'm a sheeple.
I will say, I wasn't like, even especially in retrospect, I don't think I would have enjoyed like just like, okay, Hulk King is now the Hulk and now they gotta beat the Hulk King and like whatever, you know. We've seen that. And then She-Hulk was like, yeah, fuck that. And then Mark Ruffalo comes out of nowhere and he punches the Abomination a couple times. And I was like, what are you doing? Where were you?
Remember whose show this is.
And you have a kid now? Who
I'm so glad she hijacked it, like, at that. Because I thought they were being said. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
It was just a battle royale of every side character in the show.
Oh, I'm kind of, I think it was a bad move to, fuck over the Abomination like that.
He's a good boy.
I thought they did a really good job redeeming his character, right? Like, I thought he was out. He was good. Like, I thought if they were going to fuck him over, it was going to be during the retreat episode, right? Like, that's when he would have, turned in some way that would have made a reveal. But, like, I think he's, like, a good guy. I don't think they had to put him back in prison just for that.
Well, they put him in prison because he turned into the Abomination, not because he spoke at the retreat. Or whatever.
No, yeah, I know that. What I'm saying is that if they were writing the show to make it that he would, like, betray or turn evil, whatever, they would have done it in the retreat episode, right? Yeah. But they just kind of threw this weird, like, oh yeah, you are going to jail because you technically broke your parole at the very end. Of like, oh well, that sucks because he's a genuinely good person now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I will admit, at first I thought like there was like the fake out. I was like, oh, he was evil the whole time, but it turns out he was just like doing some like, yeah, believe in yourselves. What is this for?
Exactly. I don't think he needed to be there at all. He didn't add anything to it. Like,
I think he was there just because, for like the visual of Mark Ruffalo Hulk, who is significantly smaller than him now, to start punching the Abomination.
I don't know. Weird. Just a weird thing. I just felt bad for his character. That's all. Yeah. I just felt bad for him because I really liked him. The haiku thing was funny.
I agree. And obviously, we're gonna see him in the future because he went with Wong.
Right. So I guess that he got out. So that's good.
Yeah. What'd you think of Hulk's kid?
Oh, what's his name? Spike, Spaz,
Scar.
Big deal.
I don't really have an opinion, right? If anything, now it's like, well, we know how that's gonna end in whatever show that's gonna be in, right? So I think that might have hurt more than it helped.
Who is he plowing as Hulk?
He's plowing
Lady Hulk.
Lady Daredevil. Like,
oh no.
She-Devil. I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird because it was just weird that he showed up again.
Well, I think he had to because the first episode did the whole like, oh, it's the ship from the Thor movie, and then he went, and then I think they owed us like that's why he was there. I don't think they had to like explain or like that's like for another movie or World War Hulk or whatever.
I see. So you think, okay, I get it. That's what you got from it. Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. Because I was not under the impression that he left for his son. I was under the impression he brought his son back as a result of his adventure, right? Like he like accidentally found it, like it had nothing to do with him having a son. But yours makes more sense. Your takeaway.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, that's She-Hulk. I don't remember what the next Disney Plus show is. But I do know we'll be talking about Wakanda Forever.
Yeah,
Unless Colby's in like Uruguay or something.
I very well could be in Uruguay.
Have you ever been to Uruguay, bro?
I'm about to.
Oh!
That's
Well, yeah,
Wakanda Forever.
Well, I like how Todd said Wakanda Forever, and it was really cringe, but that was the point.
Yeah. I mean, this show was funny. I didn't laugh a lot.
Yeah.
But I still thought like the jokes were funny half the time, which is more than most Marvel.
Hey, half's good. It could be it's like good. Not as much or not at all.
It could be like a normal Marvel movie where it's like you get like at least 3 to 4 laughs.
It's fair.
Just a reference, right? And then you're like, oh, right.
Hey, Squidward, go back to your planet.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Did you think this show was funny, Ashley?
Yeah, I chuckled a few times. They had some good laughs.
Like during like the Kevin part, there was there was some funnies for sure.
Yeah, she like killed that one guard.
Dude.
The one she like slammed his head against the wall and then,
he's dead.
He's dead. Like that's a real Marvel employee they killed.
Apparently that's the actual secretary for Marvel headquarters or whatever. Allegedly.
That's fun.
That's what Twitter said, but who knows, I guess.
Yeah, what does Twitter know?
What do they know? But yeah, anyway. That's our She-Hulk thoughts. Mm-hmm. I thought this was gonna be a 20-minute video. I don't know how long it's been, but it's definitely longer than 20 minutes. But yeah, thank you.
Go watch it.
Yeah, go watch She-Hulk.
Big recommend.
Hey.
Colby, say it.
I will give it a medium recommend.
That's good enough for me. But I give it a big Daredevil Shulk pussy recommend, baby.
Oh, see.
Jet, I'm here to help.
Very good.